What is up, guys? Welcome to Legacy TCG, back with some Edison. Today we have James on the right playing Hero Fusion and Eric on his Valhalla Fairies. So it should be a very interesting match, something you don't see every day. There was a Hero Fusion list that like topped in some, I don't know, some country in Europe, and people have been trying them out. So it looks like this ocean's gonna get run over by DD Warrior Lady, and the cat's out of the bag. He's playing some sort of hero variant. Could be frogs, could be I guess Diva Hero Beat, could be, yeah, any of those. He's gonna set 3 end phase Royal Decree. Yeah, that hurts. You set all your traps and then they're like, you don't get any traps. 15 and 17 is gonna do a huge chunk of our life points. 15, 17. Let's see if we can draw that MST for that Royal Decree. Otherwise, we're playing with just half a hand. Yeah, it's a really tough situation to be in. I was in a situation like that. I thought I was chilling. I thought that like no matter what he did to me, I was gonna get out of it because I had like compulse something else, and he flipped the Decree on me, and all my hopes and dreams came shattering down. So with this, he has a lock on the traps, a lock on the special summons. So even a miracle fusion can't be activated. No polymerizations, no miracles. I guess if we summon a monster, it can run over that Jaugen. Hopefully he doesn't have honest, then maybe we can do something, but yeah, a 0 would be excellent here. Like, we just have to get rid of the Jaugen, and then if he does manage to get a 0, then the amount of cards left in Eric's hand wasn't that much, but looks like he was dead to rights. We go to game number 2. I wonder if James plays Magic, because he has that mat, which is like has all the moxes on it. I wonder if he plays Magic. I never asked him. Magic, it used to be the game that I used to play before coming over to Edison. I used to play the Legacy format. That was my choice of Magic format, and it was a ton of fun. It started getting a little weird when they started printing all the secret layers and stuff, like all the collaborations and whatnot. The amount of cards I started adding to getting added to the pool was a little too much. By the time I left the game, I could hardly recognize where it was a few years prior to that. Bottomless is gonna answer this DD Warrior Lady. Light Imprisoning Mirror, very good against I guess it's good against fairies, obviously, because they're all light, so no activations on field or grave. But it doesn't negate effects, it just negates the activations. So I think Tethys, so like say if Krisha gets on the field, it'll negate the effect where it adds a card from the graveyard to hand, but it won't negate the effect of the non-special summoning effect of it. Like, you can still you still cannot special summon with Christian on the field, even though Light Imprisoning Mirror is on the field, is what I'm trying to get at. So we take 200 here. I think Tethys is like a 23, 24. Dust Tornado is gonna eat the Valhalla, so we can't special summon anything out. But yeah, so like against Lightsworns is really good because it stops the mill effect, stops JD, stops like all like the Celestias and whatnot. Honest as well, but Christia is one of those light monsters where it doesn't really care that much. It's just like, well, I can't use my add effect, but I can still make it really hard for you anyways. Like special summoning is still off the menu, which I think is nuts. But skill drain will stop it. I believe skill drain will negate the field effects, but light imprisoning is purely just activations in field or grave. To which, when I found that out, I was like, oh, come on, like this can't be real life. So on the passing of this turn, James will be able to add this card. So I believe if the recruiters go to the grave, then they do not get their stuff, because it says activations on field and in grave. So maybe we'll just ooh, we're going in. We're gonna bring out the big boys. Attack with the ocean, I think, first. It could be a DD warrior lady, which is scary. It is an alchemist. Alchemist will be answered, and we're gonna take a big chunk of damage, 3,000. Set that dimensional, light imprisoning mirror. And if you do not have the answer to that face down, we might be in trouble. He got rid of all the Valhallas, and the I don't think the count in the grave is quite right. Yeah, we got a Edison tournament coming this weekend at Collectibles Exchange. It is for a Switch 2. I'm pretty excited for that tournament. Alberto's tournaments are always fun. He is a great host. So if you guys are able to make it out to Collectibles Exchange, I'd highly recommend it. Support your local game stores. DD Warrior will crash with Ocean. And we just swing in. Ooh, yeah, swing in 2,500. Cool. So, the thing about Royal Decree and like playing the card is that with that knowledge, like if people like understand that he's not playing as many traps, they can use that to their advantage. Instead of playing around deep prisons and bottomless, they're playing around Book of Moon and My Body as a Shield, and the hand traps plus honest and all that stuff. So aggressive decks like Black Wings, even though their deck is majority traps, not majority, a big part traps, like 15 traps, which is like 4 cards shy of meeting their monster count, right? So it's like almost half and half. And if they know that there's no traps on the other side of the field, they don't have to worry about dimensional prisons and whatnot, then their effect monsters alone are pretty potent. They can still swarm the board, they can still synchro up as long as Krisha's not there. They can pitch with Kalut. Very, very versatile deck. But if you do draw like all your traps and you don't have those monsters held up in your hand, then yeah, you could just straight up lose, right? Like if you only have like 1 monster, 4 traps, then yeah, you're cooked. But sometimes it'll be the opposite. You'll have no traps. He activates Royal Decree on your 1 card, and you have all of these monsters that are free to fly, right? Which is really bad for the fairy player. But you pick it, like pick your poison. And I think turning off half the deck of your opponent is pretty powerful. So I think it's worth it. But like as time goes on, people will adapt to this version of the list. They'll be like, okay, I know this is coming. I know that Royal Decree is going to be set there, and I need to be prepared for that. So with that knowledge, they may play even like more aggressive, or even tweak their builds slightly to counteract it. It is only a 2 of, right? So Yeah, so I take a 1100 here. Oh, I think this is game 3. 11 here, 17 here. This is a new game. This is game 3? Yeah, game 3. Yeah. Okay. I think I got caught up in talking about collectibles exchange. But yeah, this one's for all the marbles. We go Elemental Hero Ocean, Swords of Revealing Light. That's gonna protect him for 3 turns. We go 1, 2, and 3. And that's gonna let him potentially find an answer for that Royal Decree, protecting his life points. The only way that card leaves the field is if he like MSTs or Heavy Storms, Brionic. Yeah, I guess we just draw. You could set, you just pass, call it a day. The Miracle Fusion will be added to hand. As long as the Royal Decree or the Krisha gets booted off, then we may be okay. But I don't know what the Hero Fusion side, I don't know if they run like Smashing Grounds or something. Smashing Ground sounds pretty good against that deck. Krisha is the biggest defender, and it's the target you want to hit. He's doing a big thing. He's thinking, should I set this or ooh, not just this, 2 more sets. Okay, we are invested. Ocean will activate. Oh, okay. So he can summon the Stratos and pop the Royal Decree, turning on our traps, and it might help us maneuver past this Krisha. Here we go. Effecto. I don't think he needs to add, right? He has the components on board. But what do we pop? I think we popped the Decree, because your traps are probably more important than his traps. So this is one turn used on swords. He gets 3 turns total. Hence the 3 swords. Okay, Stratos effect. Oh, he pops a rando. Hits Royal Pression. Interesting. Okay. Archler Christia on a stick. So with this swords, okay, I see the light. I see the line. He's using the swords. This is turn 2, right? These monsters are going to be able to recycle the Stratos, and he's going to slowly start pinging down that back row. Interesting. You usually never get to see this because these cards never stay on the field. They're like a must answer threat. But with Swords of Revealing Light, it's letting him take advantage of Ocean and Stratos. So that's turn 2. He gets 1 more sword. Adds to hand. Normal summon. This is looking pretty good. Alright. Now he's like, do I just keep pinging things down? Keep that Decree offline? Yes, we do. Because if we ping that Royal Decree, the Imperial Iron Wall would be live. He gets his last turn on the sword. Three turns is quite a long time. And this combo is pretty nice. So he's getting those pluses. It's shaping up for James. But the Krisha is still on board. That is our biggest problem right now. We need an answer for that card. Swords goes down. That was the last sword. Fading into the wind. Whoa! That Stratos just literally jumped. And now maybe we pop this Decree. Still need an answer for this Krisha though. Lightning Vortex, Smashing Ground, even Book of Moon would be okay. He activates Rhoda. Oh, maybe he's not gonna pop the Royal Decree. He's gonna go Dark Bright, pitch Necros. Okay. So I don't think he ever fusions for this card. I guess he could with Polymerization, but Necros lets him summon without tributing a Elemental Hero monster. Okay, MST takes care of Royal Decree. Dude, if he pitched 2 cards from hand and said green light, how would have been so mind blown. I thought like he looked at his hand, I was like, don't tell me there's a freaking green light there. Alright, Light Imprisoning Mirror, activated effects will not work. But the continuous effect of Christia is still alive. So yeah. He's like, wait, Light Imprisoning turns it off. No. Unfortunately, it does not. You still have to answer the Christia. That is a painful lesson, but it is something that is necessary. We must learn through pain. Christia thrives under Light Imprisoning Mirror. Freed still doesn't work. Prisma doesn't work anymore, but Christia's her effect is all fine and dandy. We're gonna crash into this. Does he honest? He might be tempted to. Yeah, he does. Take 17 right here. And that's gonna put a pretty big damper on our life points, putting us at 3,500. Does he want to take down this face down? Its a graveyard effect will not work, which is great. But I think James is stressing now because I think he was planning on unleashing terror with that Light Imprisoning Mirror, but just how the card works doesn't turn off continuous effects. Just the activated effects, which you like intuitively you wouldn't think that that's so, but unfortunately that is how the cookie crumbles. DD Warrior Lady will be flipped up. She would have survived anyways with 1600 defense, and then Brain Control will take control of Ocean and seal the deal. But yeah, I think he had a bunch of Miracle Fusions, and like he was about to go off. He had a huge grip to essentially deal with this board, but the Christia doing its thing, not allowing him to special summon, needed the out for her through maybe a spell or yeah, I guess it'd be a spell or a trap like Compulse. Compulse is an okay answer, even though she would just be brought down. It could be just enough for you to special summon before she comes back down and then answer her. But it was a competitive game and a learning lesson. Anyways, if you guys like the videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and then I will catch you on the next one. Peace.